We'll just rename this trail Little Grandview. I love finding sections of trail like that are just so good, and yet they're just so far out here and nobody knows about them. Oh man, it's so incredibly gorgeous. Oh, so completely epic. Ah, so cool.
Hey everyone, welcome to another grand adventure with MinerBiker. I'm down in southern Utah and I am on my way to ride the Under the Point Trail and up towards the incredible Powell Point Viewpoint up on Table Cliff Plateau. Should be a great adventure and some of the most spectacular landscape you've ever seen. Come along for the ride. Like that hit button, leave us a comment down below, and remember to subscribe to the MinerBiker channel if you haven't already. Enjoy the video.
There's Powell Point straight ahead. You'll wrap around below it on the Under the Point Trail over to Pine Lake, climb up on the top of that thing from the other side, and drop back off this side. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. There it is, up there above us. Cool, I think we'll be up on top of that thing here in, a few hours, several hours, however long it takes. We'll be up there. Alright, so this is the trailhead for the Under the Point Trail. It'll take us around below Powell Point and over to the top of Henderson Canyon. From there we can connect to Pine Lake. Yep, so here we are, Under the Point Trail number 51, in junction with the Henderson Canyon Trail. Is in 4 miles. There's Powell Point, right up there behind the tree. And apparently this is actually called the Stump Springs Trailhead. So we're right there. Plan is to ride around here, and then get up past Pine Lake, and then we're going to climb the road up onto the top, and then we're going to come out here to the point and then back up and drop back down that Water Canyon Trail to where the truck is, approximately right there. That be the plan. All right, after 5.5 miles and 1,300 vertical up fire roads from where I parked the truck down off Highway 12, we are on single track Under the Point Trail. Already reminds me a ton of Grandview over on the neighboring Pontegant, which I figured it would. Make sure to check out those videos, that whole 10 video series playlist covering the Grandview Trail over, circling around the Pontegant. This trail already a little washed out. Yep, just like Grandview. It's not a bad thing. every bit of MinerBiker style trail right here. Woo-hoo. Yeah, that's a steep, sketchy corner. Ugh. Sorry about that. Wow! Well, this thing's washed out. We just renamed this trail Little Grandview. Pretty much what it is. Definitely Little Grandview. Oh yeah, that's a climb. That's steep. Whew. Just look at that cliff up there. So cool. Face. Oh man, I get that going. Whew. That's Albright Canyon over there in the Poncion Plateau. Down a tropic right there. Cannonville's just out of sight that way. Clear over to Brian Head Peak on Cedar Mountain. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a view. And then you got Powell Point up here above us. Cool arch in the cliff right up there. And Powell Point. Looking back over the way we've been coming across this trail. Oh, this is so pretty. Holy cow. So far, this most reminds me of the stretch of Grandview between Straight Canyon and Robinson Canyon, or Robinson Canyon, Straight Canyon, depending which direction you're going. So that would have been part 4 of the Grandview series. There's the west side of Powell Point. This is the top of Henderson Canyon over here, and the west side of Powell Point. Any bears down in here? Maybe, probably. I guarantee there'll be on the trail, but I'm sure there's some down in here. 1 or 2 of them down in here somewhere. Cool little trail. This reminds me of maybe part 2 of Grandview, where you're going through Big Hollow. This part reminds me of. What a view! Look at all those cliffs. Wow. Squirrel. That's a critter. Light the descent. What a cool bit of trail out here. Oh, I love finding sections of trail like that that are just so good, and yet they're just so far out here and nobody knows about them. We are definitely digging up some fantastic new places to ride today. It's true miner biking. And this is our trail intersection with Henderson Canyon. Whew. All right, we're climbing towards the top of Henderson Canyon. Another washout. Oh, this reminds me of climbing out of Slide Canyon to get the pipeline on Grand View. Spinning, kept it going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whole west side of Table Cliff Plateau and Powell Point, and looking off down the Prairie River out there with the Kaibab Plateau way in the distance. Holy cow. And there's the top right up in there. Oh my goodness, so incredibly gorgeous. Alright, we've arrived at the top of the Henderson Canyon Trail. The end of the Point Trail come over that ridge right there. This is Henderson Canyon. On down that way. Alright, down the road to Pine Lake we go. Pine Lake.
Hey there.
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
We're gonna go climb up into that pass up there. Beautiful lake. Long bit of road ahead, all the way at the top up there. Climbing right along. Come about 4 miles and climbed about 1,000 feet from the lake. Well, I figured we could get up to the snow at some point. I don't think there's going to be enough to interfere with my ability to get through fairly easily, but definitely going to be some. Whew. About there. So we're at 10,100 feet up here. Come about 6.5 miles and about 2,000 feet from Pine Lake. So here to the right is the road heading out to Powell Point. There's the Powell Point trailhead that way, and also the Water Canyon trailhead. And that Water Canyon trail is the one we're going to take back off the east side of the plateau. Here's the road we just climbed up, and then the main road circles around and heads north up the top of the plateau to Barney Top. Pretty stoked on how well that climb went. 2,000 feet in 6.5 miles, and we zipped right up that thing relatively quick. Not too bad at all. Helps I got that Fezzari Signal Peak bike climb so good. All total, that gets us to 4,500 feet on the ride so far, and almost 22 miles. Doing pretty good. Crisscrossing the little snowmelt stream coming down the trail. There's a lot of water up here. That is wet. There's our Water Canyon Trail right there. That's when we'll be heading down. On this way out to Powell Point first though. Oh yeah, view off to the left there, getting good. Breezy. I thought about bringing the drone, but I'm glad I didn't. It'd be way too windy out here. It's hard enough you can walk on it pretty easy. You don't slip and fall on your face, should be alright. Oh, there you go. Oh. Ah. Holy cow, what a view. Stop here first. That's looking at Canyon Peak right there, Navajo Mountain in the distance. So Lake Powell's right down there. There's the town of Henryville right there, and on down the upper Prairie River Gorge. You can see Molly's Nipple out there. You can see No Man's Mesa and Deer Springs Point. Then you got the Paunsaugunt Plateau all over there with Bryce Canyon. There's the town of Tropic right there, and the town of Cannonville is right over there. Wow! And right down here below us is where the Under the Point Trail is that I rode on the way up here. See the trailhead at the east end of it, the Stump Spring Trailhead is right down there. That road right there is the one I rode up. My truck is clear over there, down by the highway. You can actually see where the trail crests over that really steep ridge I had to get up and over is right down there. There's the Henry Mountains over there. You got the Abajo Mountains in the distance over there. You got the very south edge of Boulder Mountain right over there. The town of Escalante is right down that way. There's the main point. I've been to a lot of cool viewpoints, but like I say, this is one of the coolest ones I've ever been to. There's your USGS survey marker. There's on down the Prairie River Gorge, over at the Ponce-Gant and Bryce Canyon National Park. Clear over the farthest highest point up there is Brian Head Peak. Wow. There you go. You can see up to the Tusher Mountains up there in the distance. Heavily snow covered still. And I'm not going to walk out on there, not with that thing cracking like that. So on that under the point trail, dropped off of this ridge down through that canyon. That was a really cool descent. And then this is Henderson Canyon going down that way. And then I climbed up and over to there and around to Pine Lake and up onto the plateau. So these are all those cliffs that we were going along below. So cool. So pretty. Oh, so completely epic. Ah, so cool. There's the snow. All right, Water Canyon Trail. Oh, there we go. Crazy steep. I fell right down the trail. Hey, you come play this trail. That is a steep trail. It is a steep trail, we're still on it. I want to go down to the steep part either. Someone may have noticed by now, but this is the first ride I've videoed on this bike since I put an MRP fork on it. I've got the MRP Ribbon SL short travel, cross country, down country version of the Ribbon fork. I've got 130 mils of travel on this. Really like it so far. I also have an MRP bash guard that I fitted on this as well, just because when I'm out riding stuff like this and going over trees and rocks and stuff like that, I like having a bash guard, even if it is just a cross-country bike. Most people would never dream of putting a bash guard on a cross-country bike because it's adding weight. But the way I ride my cross-country bike, I want a bash guard. Whoa! What a descent! Whoa! Oh, little aspen trees. Don't mind me crashing through. Oh! Woo! Yeah, buddy. It reminds me a lot of parts of the Virgin Rim. I like this little bike. Oh, kind of mellow out for a second here. Anyways. Woo! That's crazy. This is so pretty. Deep, dark, heavy forest down in here. There's a big tree. We got water and a tree. Any critters in here? Probably are. Whether or not I see one, I don't know, but I bet there's critters in here. Wow, this is pretty in here. Ah, this reminds me of 8 Mile Creek. Woo! I know I've ridden a lot of different trails in a lot of different places. When every 100 feet reminds me of some other trail somewhere. Okay. Oh. Head about that sucker out of the way. That's what the helmet's for. That will protect you from the ground. This will protect you from the trees. We're gonna headbutt the trees out of the way. This is cool. So cool. Ah, I love it. Big grease crawler bear down in here. Oh, here's the end of our road. There's your trail sign. Water Canyon Trail. 2.5 miles up. In that 2.5 miles, we dropped about 2,000 feet. Alright, now we're just on forest fire roads until we get to the truck. Oh, this little signal peak. This thing is so crazy capable for a short travel bike. Pipe's got a leak. Old black poly pipe water line running down the road. It's got a bit of a leak right there. He mad. Woo! I think I'm gonna go to the right here. A little more pedaling through some absolutely lovely ponderosa forest. Heck, somebody just left this real nice Tacoma just chilling out here in the forest. That was nice of them. Total stats for this ride was 34.1 miles, 5,325 feet, and I think we got up to about 10,200 was our highest point up there on the plateau. Well, everyone, that was absolutely epic. First of plenty of epic summer riding up in the mountains to come over the next several months until winter comes again. Oh, it felt good to get up high into the forest again. That was awesome. Been wanting to come check out that Under the Point trail and up onto Powell Point for a while. Super cool to tie both of them together into one route. That worked so good to hit Under the Point and then through the top of Henderson and then around and up onto the point and down that wild little nutty Water Canyon trail. That thing was crazy. There was definitely times when the 63-degree head angle on the LaSalle Peak would have been really nice, but I gotta say, the Fezzari Signal Peak absolutely kicked butt for a short travel bike. Obviously smoked the climbs and the more chill descents and stuff like that, and even on the steep, gnarly stuff, held its own really well. Stoked on the MRP Ribbon SL fork and the MRP AM bash guide down there. So good. Such a good little bike. Make sure to check out the video where me and that little bike rode the Mag 7 in Moab without a shuttle. Anyways, Thanks everybody for watching that epic ride. Make sure to check out other videos on the channel, especially please go over and check out the Grandview Trail playlist, all 10 videos, that series of the magnificent Grandview Trail over on the Ponsagon Plateau. So much of this reminded me so much of that. It's my very favorite kind of riding. Some of the most beautiful terrain you will ever see anywhere. So thanks again for watching. Leave us a comment down below, like that hit button if you subscribed already. Thank you so much. If you haven't, I invite you to do so. It really helps out and means a lot. Get out there and keep digging up new places to ride and adventure in the great outdoors. Under your own power is always the best.